local news that matters. This is CBS 17 News.
Round 2 of Battle of the Blues tomorrow. Thousands of fans already have their tickets.
Yes.
Some still trying to get them.
Yes, people are still trying to get them. But if you are one of those still trying to get those tickets to the Dean Dome, you need to be prepared to spend a lot of money. Those last-minute tickets during round 1 were going for about $900 a piece. CBS 17's Dan Hawk live this morning in Chapel Hill. And Dan, we checked online. We've been looking all morning, and Russ found a ticket for more than $5,200. That is insane.
That's literally crazy. Well, UNC Athletic Ticket Office tells CBS 17 that normally the tickets range from $100 to $145. However, on sites like Craigslist, Carrboro police say they found people trying to sell tickets for the first matchup back in February for around $900 a piece. Remember, UNC is going for the season sweep for the first time since 2008 and 2009. This time around, they tell us that if you're going to check on those offers, be safe before you do it. If it's too good to be true, it is definitely too good to be true. So be careful when you purchase those tickets. Reporting in Chapel Hill, Dan Hawk, CBS 17. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Dan. You definitely have to be careful out there because you never know. All right, well, when we dug deeper and discovered a problem surrounding those counterfeit tickets to sporting events, concerts, and even theme parks, this has exploded during the past couple of years. According to AARP, nearly 5 million people end up with those bogus tickets each and every year. Experts say the internet and the convenience of being able to buy those tickets online is a key factor for why these scams are on the rise. So here are some things you can do to look out for to make sure you do not get those bogus tickets. Incorrect information about the event on the ticket, low quality paper, uneven margins, and blurry text. Those are all signs that those tickets could be fake. So be careful, again, with these tickets.
Yeah, be careful.
All right, well, a high school football coach now off the job this morning after an investigation into how he recruited players.
Emerson Martin coached football at Village Christian Academy in Fayetteville. Parents received a note saying he's no longer a coach or a weightlifting teacher. That move comes after allegations Martin brought in football players from Raleigh and promised to pay their tuition, which is against policy, of course. The North Carolina Independent Schools Athletic Association is investigating. School board members would not comment further, though, citing the ongoing investigation. For the second time in 2 days, another fire forced out people from their homes in Wake County. Wednesday evening, flames damaged the Camden Westwood apartment complex. This is in Morrisville. 32 people were left homeless. 24 hours later, a fire in Raleigh on Aileen Drive forced 5 adults and 4 children out of their homes.
Firefighters say those flames damaged 3 units in the REM Trailwood apartments. No one, including any pets, were seriously injured in this fire. Firefighters told us 3 people were trapped inside and they escaped through windows.
I think I kind of went into I need help mode. The smoke was up past the trees, and you could see the fire kind of like rolling around, for lack of a better word, inside the building.
The Red Cross is now helping the adults and children who are forced out of their homes. The cause of this fire still under investigation this morning. The fire that happened the day before in Morrisville, that fire is also still under investigation. Well, for the second time in less than 24 hours, Durham police are investigating a deadly shooting.
That latest incident happened on Fayetteville Street around 2 o'clock yesterday afternoon. Family members identified the victim as 22-year-old Gregory Shaw Jr. Family members say Shaw rode his dirt bike to that area to get some lunch at the barbecue stand. They claimed there was a confrontation and then Shaw was shot and killed. Police have not verified that timeline yet, though.
He loved sports, he loved his family, and he was just a down-to-earth person. He wasn't in no gangs, he wasn't none of that. He was out, he liked to ride dirt bikes and four-wheelers and just enjoy life.
Family members say Shaw graduated college last year. He would have been 23 in May. Around 8:30 on Wednesday night, Durham officers found 21-year-old Monsell Garrett Richardson, also shot multiple times on Holloway Street. He died at the hospital. Officers arrested 19-year-old Jonathan White. White is being held at the Durham County Jail without bond.
The Lumberton Police Department is now vowing to review their policies when it comes to testing sexual assault kits. Big story here.
Big story that we broke yesterday at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. This comes after a major CBS 17 investigation digging deeper into the deaths of 3 women in Lumberton. Those deaths happened in April and June of 2017, respectively. The state attorney general says their rape kits were not submitted by the police department to be tested until December 2018. The police chief says the kit should have been submitted in a more timely manner, and if changes need to be made, they certainly will be. You can see that full statement from the police department at CBS17.com. Also, I've spent months and months collecting new information about the deaths of these women for my podcast. It's called 32 Degrees. You can find the link to it at CBS17.com. You can also easily find it on iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, and Spotify.
So wonderful listen and lots of information.
Yeah, I think it's making a big difference, and there's some renewed hope for the families as well. So let's keep our fingers crossed someone steps forward. Well, police in Detroit say they want to talk to a woman who says R. Kelly sexually assaulted her in 2001 when she was just 13 years old.
That's right. The singer faces similar accusations in Chicago, and he remains behind bars this morning for not paying more than $161,000 that he owes in back child support. On CBS This Morning, Gayle King asked the R&B singer about the state of his finances.
How can I pay child support? How? If my ex-wife is destroying my name and I can't work.
I got the next one.
Well, if you missed both mornings of Gayle King's interview, you can see a special live broadcast at 8 o'clock tonight right here on CBS 17. And we know this. People will go the distance for their pets. A local animal rescue is proving just that. Volunteers with Neuse River Golden Retriever Rescue travel all the way to China, then caught a plane to Toronto, then to New York. And this was all before driving home right here to North Carolina. This is all part of an effort by a dozen organizations across the country to save these guys, 90 golden retrievers. The rescuers say they would have likely ended up in meat markets.
Culturally, that's acceptable there. You know, here in the States, that's something that we could never fathom, but there it's culturally acceptable, and so we can't necessarily judge them for what's okay in their culture. You know, for us, we just want to save a life and give them what they deserve.
Those 4 dogs are being checked out by local vets and will soon head to foster homes before being available for adoption. We have a lot more information about this on our website, CBS17.com.
Beautiful dogs.
They are.
Glad they're okay. Well, this weekend is a very, very big one for anyone at all who loves Legos. Brick Universe, a Lego fan convention, is taking place over the weekend at Raleigh Convention Center. From incredible models of buildings to so many minifigures that you'll lose count, they will be there. And I'm going to tell you right now, we finally have a reveal. Yep. You guys have been building this all morning. That's pretty impressive.
Thank you.
I got to say, pretty impressive. But I bet it's not the most impressive thing you've ever built.
Well, I built some pretty cool things in my day. You can see some awesome stuff behind us here. We've got Iron Man, and over here to our other side, we've got Taylor Swift. These are 2 Lego mosaics that I create using all different kinds of Lego pieces. But the really cool thing, you'll see lots of more awesome builds when you come to the show this weekend, and it's going to be great. My favorite thing about coming to shows is talking to the artists and the people who build, because seeing things online, seeing pictures is one thing, but coming and talking to the creators is something else.
Yeah, this looks great on television, but when I look at it in person, it blows my mind. Absolutely incredible. And Paul, could you do anything quite as creative? I'm kind of guessing maybe not.
I'd need a template to go off of, and a lot of time, and probably some help, maybe from these kids. These are the 4th and 5th graders at Carver Elementary School in Vance County. I went up to Henderson yesterday and talked to them about all types of weather. It was actually their PE teacher. Coach set up this visit because he watches us every morning, so good morning to Coach. That's just a good group of kids, very enthusiastic, had a lot of good questions. Thank you to the 4th and 5th graders at Carver Elementary and their teachers for having me out yesterday. One of the things we talk about is how we do dogs on Friday. One dog in particular who is not going to look at the camera. There she is. Oh, ready for her close-up. This is Dagny. She's with us every Friday morning. Just our weather dog hanging out behind the scenes. Let's check out her forecast if we can. Temperatures are only going to warm up to the upper 40s. We have a better chance of rain headed our way as we head farther into the afternoon and evening. A few spotty showers by early afternoon. More widespread rain as we head farther into this evening. Let's take a look at what that radar looks like right now. And it looks pretty colorful. You think, okay, well, it's already raining out there. Nope, this stuff is evaporating before it hits the ground. Still some very dry air in place over central North Carolina. All this out to our west, also evaporating. So the Triad, Charlotte, still dry. The closest rain that's actually hitting the ground is around Asheville with some wintry stuff farther into the mountains. Futurecast has a better handle on when it's actually going to start to hit ground level. So a few spotty showers in the early afternoon, the more widespread activity by late afternoon into the evening and early overnight. But after midnight, those showers largely wind down. A few rogue showers out there to start the day tomorrow, but still gray skies overhead. It's going to be another gray, cool, generally damp day for the first half of the weekend. And that's the way today's going to be, too. We got the gray part already in place. 41 degrees, the cool part, too. 41 in Smithfield, 40 right now from Carter-Finley Stadium. Those clouds will continue to thicken as we head through the day. Right around 40, though, for most temperatures around the triangle. At worst, you're in the mid to upper 30s. 40 exactly in Raleigh, also 40 in Cary, 41 Apex, 40 exactly Holly Springs, 42 degrees in Fayetteville, 43 degrees on post at Fort Bragg, 43 in Godwin and in Rayford, too. Not much variation, just a little chillier as you go north of the triangle, mid-40s, mid-30s rather, along the Virginia state line. Here is dog of the day, Dagny. Increasing rain chances as we head into the late afternoon and evening hours. Just showing you the forecast again, just to emphasize how much those rain chances do go up as we head into later today. Hour by hour temperatures elsewhere, they're not going to warm up much. From the triangle to the north and west, we're going to be stuck in the 40s all day. While farther south, the Sandhills and the southern coastal plain, you manage to climb into the 50s, even close to 60 in Clinton, just because it's this type of weather pattern. That wind out of the east and southeast keeps the cool air trapped up against the Piedmont and the higher terrain farther west. And so our temperatures don't change much today, tonight, or tomorrow. Another cool day, but spottier showers as we head through the day on Saturday. And then Sunday is the wild card. Some of the forecast models keep us with a good chance of rain. This one brings a few showers through early in the day and then a break in the cloud cover. The winds shift direction, they become quite breezy, and then temperatures rocket up into the 70s. The better chance of storms looks like it's going to stay closer to the coast. The Storm Prediction Center has included our counties on the southern coastal plain and that marginal risk of severe weather. It's not something I'm worried about, but something we'll keep an eye on just in case. Temperatures are going to stay in the low 70s, though, Sunday afternoon. It's going to be tough to get out and enjoy it, though, because it's going to be awfully breezy. Warmer, calmer weather on Monday, and then back to the upper 50s for highs Tuesday and Wednesday, which is at least within shouting distance of normal, not a return to the deep freeze that we've had for most of this week. Just seeing the face that Erin just made at Dagny. Just a second too late there.
She always whines when she sees me because she smells her friend Ollie.
Oliver will have to make an appearance someday.
I know.
Yeah.
One day he will when I'm filling in on a Friday.
Okay.
You guys just stay tuned for that. All right, well, let's get to traffic because we have an emergency water repair to talk about right now. It just happened on Westgate Road. This is just south of 540, east of 70 in that little corner of Raleigh. But they are working on that right now. They had to block the westbound lane of Westgate Road between Ice Road and Running Oak Drive. That work should be done by 11 a.m. this morning. But a heads up if you commute through that area. We also have a few accidents to talk about. One on Weston Parkway at Harrison Oaks Road. There's also been one on Falls of Noose at Strickland Road, but no delays because of either one of those accidents. There is a delay, though, in Apex on 55. We have an accident right near there on Hughes Street at the intersection of James Street. For the most part, our drive times are looking pretty good this morning. If you're heading from Durham to Research Triangle Park, we don't have any major delays yet, so looking good on this Friday.
All right, thank you, Erin. You can stay on top of traffic and weather conditions in our area by downloading the CBS 17 News and Weather apps. You can also sign up for those breaking news alerts and get weather notifications sent directly to your mobile device. Well, we have had such a fun morning this morning.
We've had a good time.
A lot going on.
Dogs and Cirque du Soleil on the whatever that was you guys were doing. And Lego.
It was attempted Cirque du Soleil. And then look at this. This is so awesome seeing this.